Hello students, how are you all? So as you know that your board exam is knocking on the door, so it is the prime time to solve sample question paper as much as you can. Okay, so varieties of sample question papers you can buy from your nearby bookstores. So in this video I'll be discussing that how you need to solve the sample questions. Okay, now in here you can see the science sample question paper 2024-25, and it has been published by the CBSC. So without wasting any time, let's start the let's start solving these questions. So as you can see, it is the science question, but here in this video I'll be discussing only the questions of the biology. So here you can see the biology question, the first biology question. It has been started from the question number 8, the MCQs. Okay, so in question number 8, what is written here? The first question, during cellular oxidation of the glucose, ATP is produced along with formation of other products in this reaction. Okay, now which of the following events is associated with production of maximum ATP molecules per molecule of glucose? It is given there. Okay, which of the following events is associated with production of maximum ATP molecules per molecule of glucose during this process? Clear? Now cellular oxidation of glucose. Cellular oxidation, what does it mean? It means the cellular respiration. Okay, now during cellular respiration, the main respiratory substrate, that is the glucose, that is carbohydrate, which get oxidized, and maximum amount of ATP you can get only when there will be complete oxidation of the glucose, right? Complete oxidation of glucose. Clear? Now complete oxidation of glucose, it takes place in aerobic respiration. Okay, in aerobic respiration. Now aerobic respiration, what does it take place? Aerobic respiration, it takes place in the eukaryotic cell, where you can find the mitochondria. So the options you can see here, the synthesis of ethanol in yeast. No, synthesis of ethanol in yeast, during this reaction there will be very less amount of ATP that will be produced. Lactic acid in muscle cell, that will also not be the correct answer, because it is also a kind of fermentation, anaerobic respiration. Carbon dioxide in yeast cell, that will also not be the correct answer. Now it is given carbon dioxide in human cells. Okay, now when in human cells, humans are eukaryotic, and in humans there will be aerobic respiration, and due to this aerobic respiration, what is generated? Energy, carbon dioxide and water, that is generated, and maximum ATP will be produced during this reaction. Okay, synthesis of carbon dioxide in human cell. Clear? So this will be the correct answer. Clear? Now the next question is given there, during which of the following stages of the circulation of blood in a normal human being the oxygenated blood is pumped to all parts of the body? Oxygenated blood, from where the oxygenated blood is transported, if you see the 4 chambers of the heart. Okay, heart is having 4 chambers are there. So these are the left side of the heart, left atrium and left ventricle, right atrium and right ventricle. Now in the left atrium, through the pulmonary veins, okay, the oxygenated blood comes. Now from left atrium, this oxygenated blood, it goes to the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle, this oxygenated blood, with the help of aorta, okay, with the help of aorta, it is transported to the body tissues or different parts of the body. So what will be the correct answer? So it is given there, contraction of the left atrium. No, by the contraction of the left atrium, that the oxygenated blood, it goes to the left ventricle. Okay, now it is given contraction of the left ventricle. Yes, it will be the correct answer. Okay, oxygenated blood is pumped to all parts of the body because of the contraction of left ventricle. Clear? Relaxation of the right atrium, it will not be the correct answer. Relaxation of the right ventricle, it will also not be the correct answer, because at the right side of the heart, human heart, there will be deoxygenated blood, not the oxygenated. So the correct answer will be contraction of the left ventricle. Now the next question is given there: which of the following adaptations in herbivores helps in the digestion of cellulose? Clear? Which of the following adaptation? So we know that herbivores, they can digest the cellulose. Clear? And cellulose, it's a very complex polysaccharide, so it is very hard to digest. So what kind of adaptation must be seen in the herbivore? So as you know that herbivores, they have the long small intestine. So what is the option it's given there? That is longer small intestine. Clear? Longer small intestine, that will be the correct answer. This kind of adaptation is there. Plus in the herbivore, there are cellulose digesting, some bacteria is there, okay, in their gut, methanobacterium. Clear? So they can also help in digesting the cellulose. Clear? So the adaptation will be longer small intestine. Now the next question is given: there was a cerebellar dysfunction in a patient. Which of the following activities will be disturbed in this patient as a result of this? So some activities is given there: salivation, hunger control, posture and balance, regulation of blood pressure. So what will be the answer? Cerebellum. So if there is dysfunction of the cerebellum, so what will be affected? Your posture and the body balance. Clear? That will be affected. Okay. Now it is given there. Next question: in snails, individuals can begin life as a male, and depending on environmental conditions, they can become female as they grow, depending on the environmental condition. So what does it mean? So this is because what will be the answer of this question? This is because the sex is not genetically determined in snails. Okay, clear? Like if you talk about the sex determination in human being, it is chromosomal sex determination. In case of human being, if it is XX, it will be female; if it is XY, it will be male. But in case of snail, the sex is not genetically determined. Okay, these are some biology questions. Biology MCQs is given there. Now let's move forward. Let's see whether there is some other type of questions. Yes. So here you can see another biology question is given there. Identify the incorrect statements. Okay, so some incorrect statement you have to identify from these statements given below. So the energy available to the producers is maximum because. Okay, so you have already studied the food chain. Clear? So in food chain, what you have studied in food chain, suppose if I write a food chain, suppose grass. Okay, grass is eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper is eaten by suppose frog, frog is eaten by suppose snake. Clear? Now it is a food chain. Now grass, from the sun, the amount of energy which is it is coming from the sun. Okay, only 1%. You have already studied that only 1% of the energy it is utilized by the green plants. Okay, that means at the producer level, that energy will be available. Clear? So the energy available to the producer is maximum because. Why? What is the reason? Okay, incorrect statement you have to identify. What is said there? It is the first trophic level which absorbs 1% of light energy. Okay, it is correct. Okay, directly from the source. Yes, 1% of light energy it can absorb. Yes, it is correct. It is not the incorrect statement. Now it is given there: it utilizes the most of the chemical energy for its own respiration, growth, reproduction, movement. Okay, so utilizes the most of the chemical energy. Plants, they perform photosynthesis, and the solar energy, that means light energy, it is converted into the chemical energy, and most of the chemical energy it is used for its respiration, growth, because there will be the growth of the plant, reproduction, it will take place, movement it can happen. So it is also the correct statement. Okay, there is no it is not incorrect. Now it is given there: it utilizes 10% of light energy and transfers the rest to the next trophic level. And D option, it is given: it transfers only 10% of light energy to the next trophic level. You know, from the producer level, okay, it is the, you know, it is in the first trophic level. So when the energy it passes from first trophic level to the second trophic level, you know, only the 10% is, you know, available to the second trophic level. Okay, only 10% energy. Clear? So this last option, that is also correct. It transfers only 10% of the light energy to the next trophic level. But option number C, it is given there, it utilizes 10% of the light energy and transfers the rest to the next trophic level. No, it does not transfer maximum energy. Clear? Most of the energy it utilizes. So it utilizes 10% of light energy and transfer the rest to the next trophic level. It will be the wrong answer. Okay, it will be the wrong answer. That means it is the incorrect statement. So the option C, it is the correct answer of this question, and it is the incorrect statement, you can say. It is the incorrect statement. So the answer will be option C. Clear? Okay. Now it is given there, which of the following is not a role of the decomposers in the ecosystem? So who are the decomposers? You know, the mainly the microorganism, they are the decomposers. Okay, they are the, you know, they are the, you know, you can say they decomposes the dead organic matter. Okay, so first option is given there, which is not, which of the following is not a role? So natural replenishment of soil, that is correct. Okay, nutrient cycling, you know, enrichment of oxygen in atmosphere, waste decomposition, that is also correct. Okay, waste decomposition, that is also the role of the decomposer. Breakdown of the dead remains, that is also the role of the decomposers. But here it is given the enrichment of oxygen in atmosphere. Okay, it is not the correct statement, you can say. It is not the role of the decomposers. Enrichment of oxygen in atmosphere, it is the role of producer, because producer, that means the plants, they do photosynthesis and then release oxygen. Clear? So it is the role of the producer, it is not the role of the decomposers. Clear? So it will be the correct role of the decomposer in the ecosystem. Okay, so these are the, you know, so these are the MCQs, and this is how you have to understand the question, and according to that you have to, you know, give answer. Okay, now next move to the assertion reason. What is given there in assertion reason? See, the first assertion, this reason question, it is given there that generally the number of chromosomes in a cell and in a germ cell is not the same in the species. Okay, number of chromosome, generally the number of chromosome in a cell and in a germ cell, generally we know that if the organism is diploid, the number of chromosome is in the cell, it is 2n. Okay, but in case of germ cell, you can say the gametes. In gametes, you know, gametes are produced by the cell division, that is called the meiosis, and due to this meiosis the chromosome number, it get reduced, okay, into half. So if in the normal cell, somatic cell, it is 2n, so in the germ cell it will be n, haploid. Okay, so the first assertion which is given there, it is correct. Now see the reason. Reason, it is given when two germ cells combine, they restore the normal number of chromosomes in a species. Suppose in human, suppose sperm is having haploid number of chromosome. Okay, and the egg, that is also having haploid number of chromosome. Haploid number means suppose sperm 23 and egg, that is also 23. Now when they combine, they become a diploid cell, that is called zygote, and diploid means 2n equals to 46. So when they combine, when two germ cells combine, they restore the normal number of chromosome in a species. Okay, they are restoring the normal number of chromosome, it is 46. You know, the normal number of chromosome in human, that is in each cell, that is 46, right? So that is also true, correct statement. Okay, so assertion, it is true. Reason, that is also true. Now how will you solve this whether it is the correct explanation or not? So generally the number of chromosomes in a cell and in a germ cell is not the same in the species, because you can ask the assertion and reason by using as or because. Okay, so generally the number of chromosomes in a cell and in a germ cell is not same in the species, because when two germ cells combine, they restore the normal number of chromosomes in a species. Okay, so according to me, so it is the correct explanation of the assertion. Okay, so both assertion and reason are true, and the reason, it is the correct explanation of A, that means assertion. Clear? So what will be the answer? That will be option A. Okay, so this is the way you can solve the questions. You have to read, you have to understand, and according to that you have to solve this question. Okay, so in the next video I'll be discussing the other questions that will be of 2 marks and 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks. Okay, like this I'll be discussing. Okay, so as much as you can, you have to solve sample question paper. Okay, because if you do more and more, solve more and more sample question paper, your result ultimately become very good. Okay, so up to this you will